Shalom. I'm going to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who do rule well and teach His truth in all honesty and sincerity. Salutations to you, brothers around the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth, risking your lives and freedom to wake up, to hopefully elect. And I was just going through a newspaper here in the Metro East, St. Louis area, and just going through, it's a particular newspaper in this area called the World newspaper, and it just bring you basically a lot of what goes on in the hood neighborhoods or whatever. Occasionally you have Edomites that come up for doing dumb shit, excuse my French. But anyway, that's what this lesson gonna be about, like the spirit of Esau, man, like just showing you. This man, tried to stab his mother to death, man. And Salakia. That's really, the spirit of these Edomites, man. They always talking shit to their parents. They if you ever lived around Edomites, that's something that they do. Talk shit to their mom, their dads, curse them out, But the world will have you thinking that the Lord is with these people. Anyway, my camera won't stay focused. Salakia. But yeah, this is the spirit of Esau, man. They, don't listen to their parents. They curse their parents out. They, fight them, kill them, try to get the insurance money, all kind of shit, man. Esau is a vile, low man. It's their nature to be the wicked in the earth. But enough rambling. I'm gonna get a couple scriptures to show how the Lord feel about, unruly children. I'm gonna start in Leviticus, the 20th chapter and verse 9. And it reads, for everyone that curseth his father or his mother shall be surely put to death. He that curses his father or his mother, his blood shall be upon him. So, for the most part, Jake don't be into that, man. We for the most part reverence our parents, man. Even when we get punished or whatever, we don't do all that shit, man. We don't do that. We just don't. Our mothers, our parents, Jake parents have a saying. I'm pretty sure a lot of you Jakes out there have heard this before. I brought you in this world, And I'm pretty sure you could finish the sentence. And I'll take you out. Jake Perns don't be playing with that. Under too much stress, under, oppression, they'll be damned if they let a child, buck up to them. At least that's how it was for Jake parents and stuff like that. These new breeds, they more concerned about being a friend and being around these Edomites, man. They lost that parental edge. Everybody want to be accepted instead of being right. Nobody wants to discipline their children anymore. It takes work. It takes discipline within yourself. And being that's one of the reasons why the Most High didn't want us to mingle with other nations, because they're gonna persuade us, or show us how to go off, man. And look at the state of our people today, from being around people like this, man. They adopt that mindset, that outlook on life, where carnality. But I'm gonna read some of this article. Salakia. Loon tries to stab his mother to death. A wacko was arrested and charged Thursday with 2 counts of attempted murder in the first degree for breaking into his mother's home and stabbing her. Andrew Hubbard of was also charged by the St. Clair County State's Attorney's Office with 2 counts of aggravated domestic battery and 1 count of home invasion. Emergency dispatchers received a 911 call last Tuesday, during which a woman could be heard screaming for help, but dispatchers could not speak with her. A dispatcher found a name and address associated with the cell phone number, and cops responded to the 600 block of Vicksburg at about 1 p.m. Through a front window of the home, police could see a woman who appeared to be injured. As officers attempted to force their way in, they saw Huber walk into the room toward the woman holding a knife. Police drew their guns and ordered him to put the knife down, to drop the knife, which he did. Huber opened the door and was arrested. Now, if that had been Jake, they shoot him through the window, man. We already know that. The case just happened where they shot through a window, killed a mother and a child playing a video game. So they all about preserving their own lives, no matter how sick and twisted and wicked their people are, man. They're about preserving their Edomite asses. Sleazy ease, man. This is the type of people that we under captivity in, and that was the Lord did that so we could be ashamed, man. We went from being great to being low, man. Under the lowest of the low type of people, you know. But I'm gonna get a couple more scriptures. It's Exodus, the 21st chapter, and verse 17. Salakia. Yeah, 21 and 17. And he that curses his father or his mother shall surely be put to death, like I read in Leviticus 20. And I'm gonna jump to Habakkuk chapter 2. People love to say that blame stuff on mental illness and this and that, and man, these people just wicked, man. They possessed with demons, man. You know, their spirit is not right at all. You know, this is Habakkuk 2 and chapter 2 and verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not right in him, but the just shall live by faith. And Esau's real carnal, man. He's a real carnal dude, man. Sold his birthright for raw meat, which we see those same characteristics in the Edomites today, the sleazy E's of today. You know, it I'm a continuing in Habakkuk verse 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death. Everywhere the so-called white man goes is death and destruction, man. Period. Name me one landmass that that he's been to and it hasn't been war, some death, or them destroying some shit. Now they all out in Antarctica doing who knows what, man. But the scriptures got them packed, man. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. And that thick clay is a debt. And these Edomites, they have a really high debt, man, that they can't buy their way out of. They can't talk smoothly out of. Because the whole world is turning against them, man. Years ago, you wouldn't see an Edomite on the front page for doing something like this. They would cover this shit up and try to put him say something mentally ill with him or whatever. But the whole world is putting him on blast, man. You can't hide behind the sword anymore, Esau. You can't hide behind your wine anymore. You know, which we know that the scriptures tell us that he's going to come down with great wrath because he's at the end of his rulership. He's been found out, man. No more lies and no, it's you. Verse 7, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them? Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. And this is an excellent chapter. You know, it goes in on on these Edomites, man. You know, can read the rest of it, rest of that chapter on your own. I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna jump to Genesis chapter 27 because this is how we know Who are the Edomites, man? One of the reasons. This is Genesis chapter 27 and verse 39. Well, I'm going to start at 38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Because this is where Jacob supplanted him out the birthright. And he's crying to his father like, bless me with something. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept, crying like a you know what. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. Or the best of the best places, and that's how they live. They have the best lands, um, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And we did have them under our foot, man. But like the scriptures say, they broke the yoke off and they wreaked havoc on the earth. And going back to verse 40, and by the sword shalt thou live. The sword, the modern day sword, is the gun. You got bombs, you got instruments of hurting. The knife. That's what Esau rules with. His sword. He's taken lands by violence. He's oppressed people through violence. You know, his military. So this is where it began with. Well, really, going back to Cain, that's the same spirit that's in Esau, but this was his blessing, the sword. He was created to do the things that he does, man. And they can't do right. In that movie Life, you had a man who his nickname in the movie was "Can't Get Right." He was dumb and deaf, and the only thing he could do was hit a ball. The only thing Esau can do is kill, steal, and destroy. Man, he is the devil in the earth, the biggest devil. You know. Um, I'm gonna jump to Romans. You know, Romans chapter 8. uh, and and I'm gonna start at verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace, because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahweh, for it is not subject to the law of Yahweh, neither indeed can be. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please Yahweh. You know, Esau is carnal, man, and he can't obey the laws of the Most High. He's not created to anyway, but he has his role in the earth. He comes against the wicked of our people, and it's of the Lord. But that's his role. When he's done playing his role, he's gonna be out of here, man. Ain't gonna be no more Esau. Gonna be no more Edomites, because that phase of existence will be complete. There ain't gonna be no need for a devil anymore. Um, I'm gonna get Second Timothy, chapter 3. So I can. So like you bear with me. This is the book of Second Timothy, chapter 3, starting at verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. Esau hates good. You know, his with his dominion, he has basically tainted and spoiled everything, from the food to the land, the air, people, animals. You know, mindsets, whatever. You know, and unless the Lord shortened the days, he'll consume all flesh, man, creating diseases, creating all type of madness. But for the elect's sake, the Most High shorten the days. You know, that's why it seems like time's speeding up and a day is going by so fast. Um, I'm gonna jump back. I'm gonna grab Ephesians. I'm gonna grab a couple of scriptures in Ephesians. I'm gonna start at chapter 2 and verse 2. Wherein in time past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. and this is directed toward the Israelite foreigners, but this fits Esau also, because he's the ultimate disobedient child, man. You know, his father is the devil, man, Satan. You know, I used to wonder why they like skulls and bones with no flesh on them, and just all monsters, demons, and you know that's their nature, man. That's who controls them, and the Most High controls Satan. So that's how he can be the devil on the earth. His spiritual counterpart is Satan. You know, the prince of the power of the air, man. And our spiritual guidance and father is Yahweh. You know, through Yahweh Shah. And the Lord does this because he's about balance. You can't have good without evil. You can't have day without night. hot without cold? How would you know what's the difference if you only have one? I'm gonna jump to chapter 5. And starting at verse 5. For this ye know, that no whoremonger, nor unclean person, nor covetous man who is an idolater hath any inheritance in the kingdom of Hamashiach and of Yahweh. Let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these things cometh the wrath of Yahweh upon the children of disobedience. Be not ye partaker, be not ye therefore partakers with them. For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Walk as children of light. So we really shouldn't even be trying to follow anything that Esau lays out, any of his blueprints, trying to rub elbows with him. You know, I was watching a video with Byron Allen on YouTube on the Breakfast Club or whatever, and he was just bringing up all the people that have tried to fight on our behalf to get some type of economical standing ground and resources and some type of political um, justice and you know, spokespersons. And I'm just like, man, why do people fight so hard to try to be in league with this man? This place wasn't created or set up for us to thrive and to rest and to prosper. You know, this is a captivity for us. You know, but it's the worst one that we've ever been in. Egypt, Babylon, Syria, Rome, Greece. You know, so but this is the worst one because we've forgotten who we are, man. As a people, we forgot our language, our heritage. You know, our lineage, or you know, our customs. Some of them come to us, you know, like but right off hand because it's in our spirit, but we don't know why. You know, but that's why the men of the Lord are out on the highways and byways, extending the arm of the Lord to you, to wake you up and to get you to see and understand that this is not our rest, man. Esau will never come up with anything that's beneficial for us. Anything he gives you and tries to promote to you, it is for your destruction. Talking to you Israelites. He knows that if we wake up to who we are, we follow the laws that God gave to us, then that's the sooner that he's destroyed, man. So he tries to offset the prophecies by getting Israelites to go off. Look at the entertainment. Look at the celebrities. Look at the rappers. Look at the actors. They're all pushing shit to make their people go off. For what? For filthy lucre. We supposed to be the children of light, man. They wish they were us. These other nations wish they were us. That's why they hate us. Because they know who we are. It's just us that don't know who we are. Uh Jump over to Ephesians chapter 6 and start at verse 1. You know, this is how we are to be. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. And that's talking about spiritual parents too, man. The men that taught you the truth, you know, that's a labor of love, man. And yeah, you know, your parents, your spiritual parents, they gonna get on you. That's love, man. Love ain't just letting people do whatever they want to. It's about showing them right and wrong, man. Honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise, that it may be well with thee, and thou mayest live long in the earth. You know, obeying your mother and father, man, they get you a long life, man. You know, now look at how many of our people just die at an early age, young, not obeying their parents. You know, not taking heed to the Lord's commandments. They've been around these sleazy E's too long, man. This is what generational mental captivity does, man. You start seeing things through the eyes of the very same people that you destroy you. You want to be like them. You do the things that they do. And that's totally off. Get a few more scriptures. I'm gonna jump to Proverbs. Um, oh, wait a minute, lock you. Proverbs, chapter 30, and verse 17. The eye that mocketh at his father and despiseth to obey his mother, the ravens of the valley shall pick it out, and the young eagles shall eat it. Verse 18. There be three things which are too wonderful for me, yet four which I know not: the way of an eagle in the air, the way of a serpent upon a